Hey everyone, how do you know if you are needing to love your child from afar? I know that's a really hard topic and a really hard thing to think about. And there's times when that does need to happen, even if just for a moment. And so we're going to talk about that today. And so for those of you that are brand new to my channel, I just want to welcome you. My name is Sally Harris, and I had a difficult road with my own daughter for over 10 years. And while her life was spiraling out of control, mine did the same. And I am here to help you not have those same things happen to you. And so I love coaching moms and walking alongside them and help them through this difficult season in life that none of us plan for. So let's dive into this. So when you have to ask yourself, how do I know if I need to do the tough love or stepping away kind of a thing and loving them from afar, putting some distance between us? Well, I guess the first couple things I would ask myself is being around your child, your adult child, are they extremely disrespectful? Does it cause you major anxiety, and are you feeling triggered all the time when you're with them or communicating with them? Usually if that's happening, it's probably because they are being disrespectful or being maybe calling you out or, blaming you for everything that ever went wrong in their life. And if that's the case, then there definitely does need to be some separation in regards to how you communicate. It doesn't mean you cut your child out of your life for good or anything like that. But there does need to be limited exposure when things like that are going on, because that is not going to serve you. They could be angry. They may be justified in what they're saying. Maybe something happened as a child, or maybe, they are blaming you, whether it's rightfully so or not. No two stories are the same. And so I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to say that I think it's important that we as moms look in the mirror and say, what do I need to overcome myself as a human being, as a mom, whatever has happened to me in my own life? Whatever's happened to you and I in our own life, I promise you has carried into the lives of our children, in the sense of we parent, whether we're parenting out of fear or we're parenting out of trying to be the complete opposite of how we were raised. Good, bad, and different. We always try to strive to be better than what we had. And so I think it's important that there's also some of you that need to consider having other people around when you're with your adult child, because many of you have told me that there are situations where, they are being rude and disrespectful to you alone, right? Maybe through text or when you are by yourselves. But when other people are around, you're not experiencing that so much. And so those are really the biggest things. And so I want you to consider that. So number one, if you are full of anxiety and triggers when you're with them, that's one reason you need to step back. And I'm not saying step back in the sense of this is all their fault. This is a time for us moms to take a look in the mirror as well, right? It's a two-way street. And no one is going to do work on themselves unless they want to. And that includes you. And I promise you, your child is not going to be doing work on themselves until they're ready. Because for most of you, we tried doing some of this when they were younger, when they were teenagers, and they either refused therapy or like in my case, we're not interested in any of the therapists that we came up with. And so I know a lot of you have similar situations like that. So we can't go back in time. And so consider that. Number two is you're limiting your exposure. Doesn't mean you cut them out of your life completely. And then also make sure, number three is some of you have to make sure other people are present. Other people are around. And so you're not experiencing the pushback or, maybe the disrespect or whatever's happening, if that is your case. That doesn't happen in all cases, of course. But if that is you and you're trying to figure out, do I need to love them from afar? How do I put that boundary around myself to separate us enough to where I can take care of me and still love them and still, want to have a relationship with them to the point of whatever that makes sense right now. And so I hope that helps you today. I know it's a difficult situation, and I want you to know you're not alone. You are not alone. And if this is the first video you've ever watched of mine, you might be thinking, what in the heck? She's like telling me to do this tough love and cut my child out of my life. No, I'm not saying that at all. Not at all. What I'm saying is you need to evaluate your situation, figure out, yourself, and what's going on with the family and all of that. There's so many pieces that come together for each family. So if you are interested in group coaching, where you can be surrounded with me and other moms who are going to support you, be non-judgmental, and just love you where you're at, whether you are just entering this situation with your child, or maybe you've been on this road for a while, okay? Or maybe you're even reconciling and you're trying to figure out, how do I do that? How do I do this the right way? I have moms from all walks of life and all stages of this season. So the first step to joining that is a discovery call with me, and the link will be below. And we will talk more about your situation, and I will make a recommendation if I feel that group is the best option. I also do one-on-one coaching, but you and I can discuss your specific situation, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.